The INFP personality type is believed to be one of the rarest personality types among men. It also appears to be about as rare in women, and for each person, the type will be a little different. For some people, this can be an issue, but for most, it should provide a contrasting perspective. To connect with an INFJ, you have to know their personality. They're a deep person but might come across as distant. They want to excel at everything and aren't the type for playing games. They're always in it for the long term. Not only are they trying to make an impression on you, but once you've caught their attention, they'll start making moves. Check out these 10 reasons why INFJs are so special and see if you can identify with any of them. Number 10. Yours over mine. If there's anyone who can stand a talk in an hour, it's the INFJ. They're very attentive listeners. Due to their sensitive nature, they empathize sometimes more than others and constantly find themselves caught up in other people's emotions. The INFJ is capable of hiding and handling their emotions well when in truth, they've been bottling up so many questions and self-doubt that's been giving them a tough time. Some people might see it as a way to get attention, but to me, any act of support is a nice gesture. You can have your head high and offer your shoulder without judgment, because who knows what kind of battle someone else is fighting. Before diving in further, you can stay up to date with all the latest happenings on the YouTube channel by turning on notifications. Number 9. They cannot just hide their passion. Every INFJ has its battles, some big, some small. Many INFJs are drawn to professions that allow them to make a difference, as they have little tolerance for people that lack character. They're quick to call you out if you're being lazy and often work hard for long periods of time. INFJs can stay in the zone for hours on end or sometimes find themselves dedicating too much time to a single task. Number 8. They are steadfast and loyal. In an uncertain world full of distrust, you will find yourself learning to trust again in an INFJ. I will not disappoint you. Long-distance relationships are not a problem for 9 of 10 INFJs, so the chances of hurting you are small. They're after a partnership and not control. If things start going downhill in the relationship, you'll see the INFJ struggle within themselves as they try to do everything they can to make their partner happy. There will be no arguments. There will only be a long silence. People need to go through it in order to figure out what is happening and what went wrong. But the INFJ isn't the type that gives up easily, and they're willing to fight as hard as possible until you realize this is over. Number 7. Expectation is their reality. INFJs plan almost everything in advance. They may imagine people's reactions to various scenarios or practice a conversation starter. They also set expectations high and make sure their vision becomes reality as much as possible, sometimes hoping it doesn't. Making your expectations come true might seem difficult at first, but it turns out that if you use the right tools, achieving your goal will be far easier. For example, if you like to slack around too much, an INFJ could be someone for you to get to know better. This isn't about being obsessive or compulsive, at least not always, but about using. This can be both a cute and annoying habit. What do you think? Number 6. The jealous type. It's not something they're proud of, but they might be the most jealous of other types. INFJs would normally never admit to this because it is too personal and particular to that person. They're good at suppressing their emotions. Consider yourself lucky to see the true INFJ, because there are very few people that they let into their circle and allow them to see who they really are. They can be very possessive and envious. But they do not admit that they wish to feel important to the people whom they consider important as well. Themselves being abandoned is very frightening for them. Although seeing a girl or guy jealous is cute, be mindful of who you're trying to make jealous, because INFJs will shut themselves out or cut you out of their lives in an instant if they happen to get jealous, and that might not be something you want. Number 5. They believe looks are superficial. But it doesn't mean that they don't, in fact, care about how they look. INFJs value self-care and have claimed to be not into fashion or new gadgets, but in reality, take care of themselves quite well. That way they can also look good and presentable in public. They might not want to fit in, and they want to affirm their own self that they are fine. That's why you can mostly find an INFJ inside the gym. They're very into health and well-being, fitness, nutrition, night routines, and even protection from. Rather than doing what society might think is right or wrong, they do it for themselves because they enjoy staying in this world. That's why they live the way they do. Number 4, they are rebellious but are sensitive. They may shut their doors in front of you, but that is not because they want to call it off. It is because you have hurt them. And they just cannot bring themselves to tell you the things they really wish to say. It is hard for an INFJ to admit there. They might disobey at times, but there will always be the guilt that they feel. Number 3, they are cold and moody, but very emotional. This might be related to the NI function of INFJs, which is about foresight. Nevertheless, INFJs are at peace with almost anything and are definite about their thoughts. As a result, they never seem distracted or distant. It's because they think over everything in detail twice through. They might seem to be orderly, but because they live in a more captivating world, their minds are always complex. Yes, that's true for INFJs. One thing is that they're not just pretending to be mad or cold or grumpy. They just have way too many thoughts going on at the same time. Even they can't hold it in any longer and are spending more time listening to their basest urges than they should. The mind chambers are reality. Number 2, independent INFJs really do not want society to tell them what to do or what they're capable of. They are pros at proving that you're wrong and like to break the norm. It's just who they are. They don't mind getting in trouble to follow their own choices, big or small. That sense of independence is what they enjoy most about doing things their way. What is more wonderful than an INFJ who is genuinely satisfied and happy? Number 1 is highly intelligent. In the current world, intelligence is hot. In a place where everything seems fake, it's important to trust intelligent people. It doesn't matter if they're sensitive, INFJ, or not. Knowing your personality type can help you take care of yourself and figure out who you are. Honestly speaking, relationships are about perspective, self-consciousness, and understanding your personality better. If you want to attract an INFJ, you need some depth because we're attracted to that. Are you an INFJ? What is your advice for people like us? Thank you for watching. Amazing videos, am I right? We're a channel full of videos that will make you go wow. That's so great to hear. YouTube has a lot of videos that make good content discovery easy. If you subscribe today, they'll also send you some other great ones.